That sure was a lively, loud start to the live stream. It's a Tuesday evening here in Toronto, Canada. October 11th, 2022, the day right after Thanksgiving. 7:30 p.m. It's 63 Fahrenheit, 17 Celsius. I'm here along Dundas streets in the middle of what you could say a little Tokyo area. It's not really that developed, but I've heard it referred to as a little Tokyo. And I just had some Japanese food here for the first time in Canada. You'll be seeing it on Action Kid Extra when I put it up, what I thought of the Japanese food here. Tripod's just watching me live on Ken's channel. Yeah, he's premiering the last part of the 3-part series we recorded right now. Pat75 says, I still haven't tried poutine. I've had it before. I'm walking towards Dundas Square. It's only a few more blocks over to the east. Andy, it's the day after Thanksgiving in Canada. I'll be fortunate enough to experience 2 Thanksgivings this year. Interesting. This place specializes in rice noodles. Looks cool. Independent Mind says Uncle Tetsu is on the next corner. Small cheesecake tart. Mostly just jump in to pick one up. Yeah, they have Uncle Tetsu in New York City as well. When I passed by it on a streetcar one day, I saw there was a long line for Uncle Tetsu. There's Bay Streets. Yeah, Pat, I saw it. I actually reviewed that place too on Action Kid Extra yesterday. And I found a place that has 6 soup dumplings for $2.99. And I tried that place as well. Oh really, Minisu? I didn't know the Uncle Tetsu in New York City closed. Jennifer, I've had Greek food here too. I've been actually having a lot more fun exploring Toronto's food scene rather than its neighborhoods and walking around, to be honest with you guys. You're gonna see a lot of videos on Action Kid Extra on the food. It's like I can't put out videos fast enough anymore. Mark, no. I still moved to Florida. Best in times to be born. What haven't you had in Canada? Maybe a Thanksgiving turkey meal. I guess that's the traditional meal, right? I didn't get that. It's kind of neat to see the Dundas Street area. About 7:30 on a weekday, people are getting off from work, maybe meeting some friends around here. only a block away from Dundas Square. Hello. Had a nice person wave to us. I don't think I've ever passed by here on a weekday night that wasn't a special event like Louis Blanche. What's up? Hey! Let's cross before the light really changes on us. As you know, music is pretty much my enemy. Yvonne Young says it looks like 42nd Street. Yeah, this is Yonge and Dundas Square. Pretty much like the Times Square of Canada, 42nd Street in New York City. Let's head up Yonge Street for a little bit. Haven't really experienced a weekday night on Yonge Street yet. Yeah, Jay, it does kind of look like Shibuya in Tokyo as well. I think the Shibuya crossing is the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world.
Every time I say something.
More lively than I thought. I did this walk before, like on my first day in Canada, and I don't remember seeing this many people around the downtown area. Chris, not many. That's because I'm extra careful whenever there's some copyright material playing. Yeah, Laurie, it is busy tonight. It's the first day back after the long holiday weekend.
Everything you love.
There's McDonald's across the street. If you missed my Action Kid Extra video this morning, I reviewed the world's most famous fast food restaurant. On that channel, I tried a hamburger. I haven't really traveled internationally that much, so I really wanted to see if McDonald's was consistent from the United States, and for the most part it is. Take a look at this. It's a giant hole in the ground. Felix Tang saying best Cantonese food is Kanji Wong, just past it on my left. Oh, Kanji Queen. You know, this isn't the first time I've heard this restaurant pop up, the Kanji Queen. I don't remember who else mentioned it, but they said that this was a pretty good restaurant as well. I may have to try it someday. Kanji Queen. So that gets Felix Tan's recommendation for the best Cantonese food in the city. I've had a good amount of Cantonese food in Toronto, but I can always have some more. Oh, KC Kanji Queen's a chain restaurant? I never knew that. I often try to avoid chains because I find that whenever restaurants expand, the quality never really tastes as good as the original location. Joey Jojo says I need to try Burrito Boys. Maybe another day. I know that's a pretty popular chain restaurant here in Canada, the Burrito Boys. Cube says I should go into College Park if I haven't already. You mean over here? This thing says College Park. Thank you, Music, for $5. Enjoy the T-Dot. I'm headed there in a few weeks, my 35th visit. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You should probably check us, preferably in the summer. Nice, Music. Hope you enjoy your stay here in Toronto for the 35th time. That's a lot of times to visit again, but I'm sure you'll find some new places. So, College Park. It's on the side of this building, unless College Park also means this park here. You know what I'd also like to check out is Queen's Park. Queen's Park, I think, is not too far away from here, and it's right in the heart of downtown. I've never seen it yet, so all I have to do is go on College Street, and it's to the north at University Avenue. Ali restaurant floor. Thank you for the support. Interesting how we're getting a little bit of connection issues inside College Park. Don't know why this is, because it's a wide open space. That didn't sound good. Sounds like someone slammed on the brakes. Gary, right now we're in College Park. I'm headed towards Queens Park. Maybe we could head up Avenue Road. It's a north-south street, which I have not been to yet. Here's Bay Street. Bay Street is a busy north-south road. We're close to the Yorkville neighborhood, which I went through not too long ago. Just north of here is College Street. Once I get there, I'll make a left and we'll head right into Queens Park. Flash Wilson asking, what's it like to live in Toronto, and thanks for your work. I really haven't lived in Toronto for a long time. It's only been like a week and a half. But I think people here are generally happy. Seems like people who live here, they're satisfied. Probably more of a question for other YouTubers who have lived here for a while, like my friend Johnny Strides or the Ken Continuum. Here's College Street, named after the University of Toronto, not a college, which is ironically not in the name. University of Toronto and College Street, it should be like University Street instead. I would not have done that if I was that cyclist. I would have passed by on the left side, not on the right. Hey, Johnny Strides is in the house. Someone was asking what it's like to live in Toronto. And I said, It's better to ask Johnny or Ken Continuum since they've been here for much longer than I have. So Johnny says it's pretty good to live here. That's what I thought too. I said the people here seem to be generally happy. I wonder if these are all university students now. I think we can cross this way. Yeah, that's true, Scott. Just started saying it seems to be a pretty clean city compared to some places. I've noticed Toronto is very clean. I walk around the city all the time and I rarely see trash bags on the curb. I rarely see litter. So they do a very good job keeping the city clean. Only a short way until I get to Queen's Park. I wonder how Queen's Park is, because it seems to be the largest park in the downtown vicinity. Omar Abdo asking how long I'll be in Toronto. That I'll be keeping a secret. You'll be finding out when you subscribe to my channel and suddenly you see some videos from another place. I find that people are generally receptive to that. It's good to keep some good things as a surprise. So we know we're in the right place because this is the Queen's Park subway station. Tom Bike says Queen's Park will be dark and not too busy. That's good. Doesn't have to be busy for me to enjoy it. Scott says Hyde Park, best park in the city. I do want to visit there. Okay, so here's Queen's Park. It looks like there's a large building in the middle here. It's probably a governmental building. I don't know if I could actually like walk through that building or what. Maybe we have to walk around. It does seem like there's someone in the park there. Casey says you go walk on the grass there. Maybe I should just cut across. All right, let's cut across. Seems safe to do so right now. Queen's Park. I don't know why they don't have a pedestrian crossing for this main central area. It's very car-centric. Wow, look at this. And I know what this building is already. It says Assembly Legislative del Ontario. Even though I can't read French, it's in a Romance language, and I did take Italian and Spanish. It's close enough to English that you could understand it anyway. So, Legislative Assembly of Ontario. Oh, duh, you can look on the other side, it's in English. Sweet. This is fun. You can walk right up to it. And actually got a good picture at night too. Queen's Park is a very nice public park, I see. Cube Hog says wonderful building, never went up close to it before. Well, I should. I mean, it's a really, really nice building. Jenny says you haven't seen anyone excited about Queen's Park in like forever. Well, I've never been here. It's a magnificent structure, and it's a very well-placed downtown park. And unfortunately, we cannot go up to because there's a metal fence surrounding it. Too bad. This is where the Ontario government is located, legislative branch, where they write the laws, I guess. Maybe they can write a law and say Action Kid and Action Kid's viewers are very special people. Send it to Justin Trudeau for a signature and be like, okay. And that will be good. I should come back here during the daytime. It will be very nice then. Well, I am getting a phone call right now. I'm gonna take this, so I'll be back in a little bit. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to take that important phone call. Didn't want to bore you with the scenery, so I put on the Be Right Back screen. Looks like we can walk right around this building. And it's funny that they put the metal fence on the front of the building, but not the side. Why not the side? But they have traffic cones here, so maybe this is supposed to be a a blockade to prevent people from coming in. I don't know. Independent Mind says security here is terrible. Hey, they left the side door wide open. Really, Jenny, there's a lot of protests held here. And what's this building supposed to be? Is this another extension of the main building? The back looks so much different than the front. Oh, Lizzo's saying that's the north wing. And I guess this is Queen's Park's north here. We can cross the street here and hopefully look back and see it. Doesn't look as good on the north side. I think the north park is bigger than the south part. We'll just walk through the middle here. Well, you know what? Let's go the long way and go where the pathway is lit. I think it'll be a better viewing experience. The Line 1 subway actually runs right under Queen's Park. And he's saying the Queen's Park legislature is supposed to be haunted? Really? Welcome to Queen's Park. There's a sculpture in the middle of Queen's Park here. Who is this sculpture of? It looks like someone on horseback for sure. SPN asking what I had for lunch and dinner today. You are going to have to find out. I did have Japanese food for dinner, but the lunch, I'll keep it a secret. Can't really make out the face at nighttime. I assume it's someone of British history. All right, I'm gonna light it up because I cannot read it and I'd like to know. Equestrian statue of King Edward VII, originally standing in Edward Park, Delhi, India. This statue was erected on the present site through the generous subscriptions of the citizens of this area. So that's King Edward VII on horseback. So let's continue north on Avenue Road. It's a street that I have not yet been to. I've mainly covered the downtown area of Toronto, and now we're a little bit off the side of it to the north. Tom Bikes 416 says I should go through Yorkville. Yeah, I could still go through there. I think I'd like to check out Avenue Road though, going north. Gary, the subway costs $3.25 with a 2-hour window to take other forms of public transportation completely for free. So, speaking of which, there is going to be a secondary subway entrance here. End of 2024, the Museum Station. I've heard that this subway station, the Museum Station, is very beautiful to look at. I'm actually a little bit afraid of going down there because my signal may not hold up. This says no signal in the subway. You have to do a pre-recorded. Okay. That's what I figured. I'm not used to it because everywhere else I've had signal in the subways, just not Toronto. And even in places like New York, you can still get service inside the subway stations, just not in between the stations on the train. Okay, I'm obviously moving one direction. The guy's on his bike continually going after me.
Yeah, I know.
I've heard that, KC, there's only signal on the subway only if you have Freedom Mobile. There's a lot of beautiful architectural buildings around here. There's another one over there. And this is Victoria University, the Emmanuel College building. Here's the entrance to Museum Station. Isaac Schmidt's asking am I liking Toronto Action Kid? I'm liking it a lot. There's definitely a lot to see here. The food here is great, the people are great, and I definitely recommend visiting sometime. And what is this building across the street? Oh, I see. It's the ROM, Royal Ontario Museum. That's why they have the museum station, because it's because of this museum across the street. I just didn't recognize it from the side coming up Avenue Road, but I did recognize it from Bloor Street.
I kind of wish I could.
And there's another museum on the side here, the Gardner Museum. There's even some free artwork on the street level. Armchair Guru says it's a museum of ceramics. It sure looks like it. Look at this. Here's a vase with legs and feet on it. It's definitely interesting to see.
Closer to your house.
And that is the perfect example why I don't like bike share systems. Out and about with yours truly, Lizzo C, asking, do you know your directions in Toronto? I sure do now. I've been here for about a week and a half. I think I have a general memory of the main streets within downtown. I remember during my first few days in Toronto, I was a little bit tripped up because the streets were not numbered. And I was trying to remember if Bloor was before Queen, which is before King, which is before Front. But I'm getting the hang of it now. I know the major cross streets at least. Out and About says, if I ever get lost, look for the CN Tower because that's south. I don't have to look at it that much. And you probably can't even see it that well because all the buildings are blocking it. Shaggy Robinson says, are you going to explore the underground mall, The Path? Apparently it's the largest underground shopping complex in the world. I covered a little bit of it already. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not really completely underground. It's a series of underground tunnels, pedestrian overpasses, ground levels through office buildings. It's kind of like a interconnected agreement between office buildings and civic buildings that allow people to pass underground or through. And that's what really The Path is. It's not really completely underground, and a lot of it is broken up. It is interesting, but sometimes it'll take you longer to get somewhere using those completely indoor access areas rather than to walk on the street. Like I know from Union Station to Dundas Square, it takes about 20 minutes or so via The Path. Oh, that's interesting, Lizzo. They built the path so office workers don't have to leave the buildings. It's interesting because it must require a lot of coordination and agreement between all these different property owners to say, hey, let's create this beneficial network of tunnels and bridges that connect to each other. To me, that's just incredible. I would think there'd be like one office building in the financial district that says like, no, I don't want this tunnel, or I think it will cost too much of a hassle, but they all agree to connect to each other, which is, I think, something of innovative in and of itself very good. And here's Yorkville Avenue, where I was on Saturday. Was it Saturday night I was here? I forget now. Or Sunday night? One of those days I was here. It's quite lively. Zach Ryans with $1.99 says, when am I coming back to New York City? Thank you, Zach Ryans. I'll be back there when I'm ready, so stay tuned, stay subscribed to my channel, and you'll find out. Andy says, happy to walk the path when there's snow drifts outside. Yeah, it could be very beneficial during that time. Jimmy Jones asked if I'm ever going back to Florida. Of course I am. That's where I've moved to. It's interesting. I think Avenue Road seems to be more like art gallery focused and culture focused than Yonge Street. And we see some fashion here, unless this is just the Yorkville area of Avenue Road. There's also a Whole Foods market. Oh, T.O. Legend saying Avenue Road is old money. I'm getting the sense of that right now. Looks like it's a very wealthy street. I wonder how far this goes for. Here's Whole Foods. Now it's kind of looking like there's some really nice residences here. Oh, here's a Ferrari dealership. This is upscale. Ferrari. I'm glad I came up to Avenue Road to explore this. I would have never have known. And it's just so different than Yonge Street. Remember where I started off this video on Dundas Street? It was very busy there in the downtown area. As soon as I made it over to Queens Park and crossed over, the crowds thinned down by a lot. Oh, I see that, Lizzo. Other side has the restaurant and the florist shop.
Okay, because we got August lunch.
Rebecca says, how many miles do you walk per week and per month? Varies, especially depending on where I am. When I was down in Florida, I didn't really walk too much because I was really tied to a lot of personal stuff there and I couldn't really go out on foot too much. Plus, many of the streets there aren't conducive to walking around. But in big urban centers like this, I'll put in a lot more steps. Now here's the florist shop that Lizzo was talking about. Miami Fades Barbershop. I like how they put in some blue lighting inside the store. It's not open, but it still has a cool little effect. Garbage pickup is tomorrow, says Andy. Yeah, look, garbage bag on the curb. It's one of the rare times I've seen it, but it's here. Here's Davenport Road. If I go over to the east, it will become Church Street. Lizzo is saying Joso's is coming on Davenport on the other side. Been there forever. Here's the place that Lizzo's talking about, Joso's. Looks nice. Maybe we'll take a walk in front of it now you mentioned it. Time to wake up says looks like they have Christmas decorations up early. I wonder if it's just for the design or maybe it is decorated that way for the holidays. Let's see. So this is a long-standing restaurant. I'm going to take a picture. And of the front. Wow, look at this place. Is this an art gallery or a restaurant? Because it looks like both. Check out the menu. They have the menu here on the front. Look, they got pictures of all the people who have been here. Okay, it is a Italian restaurant. Quite a pricey Italian restaurant, but I'm guessing you're paying for all these fancy artworks and the atmosphere. The food must be great for that price. I hope so anyway. I think I would only be dining there for a special occasion, but yeah, 86 bucks for a menu item is a lot. Laurie, you like the lighting set up in there? Yeah, it was really nicely done. Independent Mind says that's more than the CN Tower. Yeah, it was. At least with the CN Tower rotating restaurant, you got a view of the city. Now it feels like it's getting quiet and it becomes a residential street. Someone here is pulling over. Don't know if they're parking or what. Now it does look like it gets more and more residential as I go north. Yeah, JF, the sidewalks do seem to get narrower too in relation to the street. What I'm actually going to do is head back over to Yonge Street. There's a local park here that I can cut through and go across right to Yonge Street. It'll be a little bit busier. Oh, right here. The pathway's right here. Nice to go through a residential area like this here in Toronto. Some really nice residential homes, very peaceful and quiet. And also, this street has many very different types of homes. This side of the street is a little bit different. Here's a place for lease. Laurie says, enamored by the Victorian style homes that we've been able to see so far. Yeah, they're very beautiful. What I've actually noticed is that there aren't too many Halloween decorations around here in the residential areas. I went through a neighborhood earlier today and I didn't really see too many. Here's the first home I've seen on this block with Halloween decorations. Joey says it's too early for most people. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe in the next week people will start putting up more. We still have over half the month to go till Halloween. I guess it's garbage day. They have the trash bins out. No, these look like they've been emptied already. So that's how it's done here on the residential streets, I guess. You just roll out your city provided garbage bins and they come out and collect it. Fresh 88 says he thought Halloween's only a United States holiday. No, there's many places that celebrate it around the world. Maybe not celebrate it, but maybe observe it would be a better word for it. Halloween's a scary holiday. I don't think it's a day that many people want to celebrate. The end of this block at the traffic light is Yonge Street. Let's cross the street here. There's some nice decorations here. Ooh, a ghost inflatable along with pumpkins. That's pretty neat. And we have a better view of it from here. Oh, some more decorations. This might be a good block to go trick-or-treating. Spider-Man's inflatable. There's a spider with a cobweb on the window. Laurie says Sifat took a walk at Diker Heights area, showcased some cool houses there. It's a fun yard. Yeah, I know which homes he showed. I went by there last year and I got freaked out by the spider that jumped at me. And right across the street, there's another home there. Laurie says you remember that. It was pretty cool. Supposedly they have a great vibe there. And then in Bayside, Queens, there's another home there that's pretty extravagant. I thought it had the best Halloween decorations in the city. I'm sure they're dressed up for Halloween right now. And we have made it to Yonge Street. There should be a lot more activity here on Yonge Street. We're actually close to the area where I stayed at for my first Airbnb in Toronto near the St. Clair station. Oh, Jenny says there's a street Johnny's been to. Every year they have the whole street decorated with giant inflatable Santa Clauses. Yes, that's in Kringlewood. I forget which street exactly, but it's pretty entertaining to see. We're in the Rosedale section of Toronto. The Summerhill subway station is not too far away from here. Oh, take a look at this. Restaurant here with outdoor seating. Plenty of people enjoying it. It smells delicious. This is the Soiree restaurant. For this place to be this busy at this time must mean that the food is good. Dean Butcher with $6.99. Amazing what you're seeing here in Toronto, AK. Welcome again to our city. I think you really like it here. I do, Dean Butcher. I've been impressed ever since I've been here. Thank you for the support. Yep, Martin, old train station here. I don't think it's in use anymore. Susan, I didn't visit those places yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover them at all. I did go to Markham though. I went to Pacific Mall, but that was my extent of the journey to Markham. I actually enjoyed my time there. Yeah, I saw that independent mine. Unionville's close to Pacific Mall. I was thinking of going there too, but I decided not to. I have gone to the Toronto Islands. Time to wake up. It's very pretty there. I can see why a lot of people who live in Toronto choose to go to the Toronto Islands to relax. There's a lot of activities to do there, beautiful views of the skyline. No, Susan, haven't been to Casa Loma yet. That's something I may look into. Hey, look at that. There's a Toronto sanitation truck. I've rarely seen a Toronto sanitation truck before, and there it is up ahead. This is how the city does its garbage. Popular Chinese diner. Open until 2:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Wow. 2:30 in the morning. And on the weekends, it's like 4 o'clock it closes. Yeah, Hung Mao. I am excited about the late restaurant hours because sometimes it can get a little bit challenging to get food late at night. As I found out in Niagara Falls. And especially to have restaurants up here closer to the Midtown area where there's places open late is welcomed. Yeah, fresh 88. This is a hill I'm going up. Nova call saying I'd never be getting food that late, even if I was still up. I wouldn't want to eat so close to bedtime. Well, you have to remember, not everyone has the same bedtime. There are people who work the overnight shifts that do enjoy food and they don't sleep until the morning. Yeah, see that time to wake up. Toronto has some places open late night. Not New York City where you can get a pizza or burger 24 hours. Yeah, that you really can't find during the overnight hours. Snazzy Paradise says that used to be me. I was a graveyard shift worker. Oh yes. You can call me the graveyard shift too. I'm doing work right now and sometimes I don't get to bed till late in the night or early in the morning. Think about it. Oftentimes I sacrifice primetime dinner hours just to show you what's around on live stream or make videos, and then when I finish it's like many of these places are closed. Thank you Heidi and Ali Sapala, €1.99. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. It's garbage collection day here in Ontario, Canada. You rarely see this. Oh, Toronto's dirty. A lot of garbage. This is what I haven't seen yet. Look at this. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Starting to look like New York now. Boxes, a rug. What is this stuff? Yep, it's garbage collection time. Someone's throwing out a refrigerator. I was wondering where all the garbage was. Flowing Happy says, thank you for your stream. Thank you so much, Flowing Happy. Appreciate it very much. Oh, Susan says today was the downtown garbage pickup day. I knew Toronto couldn't possibly be like garbage free. They have to do their garbage collection somehow. Lakers 8823 with $5. Will you make some Christmas videos from Toronto, Canada this year? We will have to see, Lakers. Thank you very much for your support. You just have to stay tuned to my channel. interesting, Joey. Tuesdays and Thursdays are standard. Look at this. The Bagel House, Montreal Bagels, is open 24 hours. Thank you, Heidi, again for €2. Appreciate it. Here's the Persian cuisine to my left. It's open till 11:30 at night. So that's open fairly late. Zeldin's, the evolution of deli. Wow, this deli is still open. Granted, it won't be open for too much longer, until 9 p.m., but that's still late for a place like this. And here is the first ever meal I ever had in Toronto. Holy Chuck. And this really set a good precedent for the great food I was going to have here in the city. I'm glad to be passing by it again. Excellent, excellent hamburgers here at Holy Chuck. So we are in the St. Clair area of Midtown Toronto. Here's the St. Clair streetcar. This will run west along St. Clair Avenue. It'll turn around going to the east and then come back here. Up here's a St. Clair streetcar. Legend says Loblaws, you need milk. Yeah, I may consider doing some grocery shopping now. I know this Loblaws is, they close early. Actually, let me look up their hours. Maybe I could stop in there and get something. Yeah, this is already closed. I'll find something else up ahead. That's one thing that's annoying because I finish up my days late and then the grocery stores are closed. So I should do my grocery shopping early. Joey says you haven't been in this area for a while. The Loblaws is new. Yeah, it's new. I'm pretty sure I'll find like a convenience store somewhere to get some groceries. I mean, I don't have to get a lot of stuff, just some stuff to hold me over, like some drinks and some snacks. Lisa says Farm Boy closes at 10. All right. I mean, I don't have to get anything too big. really, Liz, that Loblaw's been there for a while, but it's a new look. Okay. Is Dollarama Dollar Plus open? Because I can get something here too. All right, they're still open. Perfect. All right. This will be a good end of my stream, and I can just get some cheap snacks here and then take the subway after. But I want all of you to hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching this live stream of downtown up to Yonge Street in St. Clair. I'll see you next time. Bye.